tough loss last week and everything. What was the message Coach told you guys? What do you take away from a loss like that moving forward against a team like Northwestern now?
Just really focus on the details and remembering what it took to get our program to the way it is, and not taking that stuff for granted. The way we prepare, the way we practice, everything, all the little things. Just really paying attention to detail and doing what we do when we prepare for teams.
We hear all the time that great players, great coaches can learn a lot from adversity. Do you think you can learn something from this game? Are there any positives that you can take away from last week?
Yeah, you can definitely learn a lot. And like I said, it's not taking for granted the way we prepare and really focusing on the details of preparation and practicing hard.
You walk through the facility and kind of just walking into team meeting rooms, it's all beat Northwestern, this and that. Is it tunnel vision this week? Is that something that coaches really talked to you guys about, players have talked about? I mean, what's the mentality going into Northwestern?
Yeah, it's got to be tunnel vision. There's no other option. You got to learn from what happened, but you can't dread on that because there's no good in doing that. And it's all got to be focused on the next game and getting ready for that. Can't lose time on preparing for Northwestern.
Great.
Hey, Pat, it's kind of hard to tell from the outside because the opponents keep getting stronger and stronger. Is this offense improving at the rate you want it to?
We were improving. We were on a good track, and we had a couple hiccups against Penn State. But I think we've had a great week of practice so far, and we're back on track to where we want to be, where we want to go.
What tells you you're on track? I mean, what's the indicator?
Just the mentality, not just the offensive line, not just the offense, but the whole team and our preparation. Like I said, we're getting back to and not taking for granted the way we prepare and what got this program to where it is today. We really had to take a step back and reflect on why this program is where it's at and really lock in on what got us there and continue to do that this week.
How stunned were you that the offense did have that hiccup? I mean, you had been cruising for so long, and then boom.
Yeah, it wasn't. We weren't expecting that. We weren't expecting to go out and play like that. So we were pretty stunned. But like I said, you see those Northwestern signs everywhere. So we're tunnel vision on that.
Pat, have you and a handful of seniors that are on this team done anything differently this week in terms of trying to lead these young guys through something they've never experienced before?
We had a team meeting and captains got up and said what needed to be said to the team, and you can just tell that it's not a common feeling around here to feel like we did, and it's just there's a different feel to the locker room now.
What was that meeting?
It was a team meeting we had.
When was it?
On Sunday.
Do you still feel like there's a sense of optimism, though? I mean, you look at the teams. Obviously, it is tunnel vision this next week. But if you look ahead to a Nebraska, Michigan, you guys get to the Big Ten title game. Obviously, a winner in that game is going to be in the playoff. Do you sense there still is a pep in your step and excitement as you look forward?
Oh yeah.
From that and everything.
Yeah, we control our own destiny. Everything we ever wanted is still right in front of us. I mean, we were planning on still winning every game we played, and that's still, in front of us. So. Yeah, we're locked in, but we know that what's ahead of us. But we, like you said, tunnel vision on Northwestern, and we got to come back from the way we played and play a lot better.
Were the coaches at that meeting Sunday, Pat? Did they call it, or did
It was a regular team meeting that we always have.
Got it.
Pat, you guys have scored 3 points this year on your first drive of the game.
How many points?
Just 3 through 7 games. Is that point of frustration at all, or anything that you can identify causing issues with that?
We got to start faster. We got to come out and execute on that first drive, because if you can do that, then you can get some momentum scoring on the first drive, especially scoring a touchdown on the first drive. But as long as we keep playing hard and never give up and always keep pushing, then usually it works out. But yeah, scoring touchdowns on the first drive would give us more momentum going into the game. That'd be cool.
Pat,